Hi there, my name is Forrest, Progressive Democratic candidate for Oklahoma House of Representatives. Over the course of this campaign, it's very likely that I'll be knocking on your door or you'll see me at some fundraising event. But if I had the chance to sit down with you in your living room or your kitchen table and just have an honest conversation with you, this is what I'd say. I've been an informal science educator for about 6 years now. Science is my passion, and the only thing I love more than learning it is teaching it. Because of this, I'm able to look at public policy in a very unique way, and that I care more about evidence and reason than tradition or emotion. I'm not bound by party ties, and I'm only focused on what is truly best for the people of Oklahoma. I want to go over my plan with you right now, so you can hear what my priorities are and how I will help lead this state in a better direction. Number one is education. There are teachers in the state who haven't seen a raise in over a decade and make less than a student in Kansas or Texas would make walking off the stage with their diploma. It is wholly unacceptable that we are refurbishing the marble in the Capitol building to house one of the highest paid legislatures in the country when our schools can only be open for 4 days a week. So my top priority is making Oklahoma's education system so great and so well funded that teachers move here to find a better job, and students from across the nation strive to come to Oklahoman universities to get a world-class education. This means full and adequate funding for public education, universal access to pre-K, and, if at all possible, universal access to higher education and vocational school as well. I want this state to lead the nation, not lag behind it. But before we can lead, we need to be able to read. Now, there's a good chance that I won't be the only candidate saying that this year, but the way that I'm going to accomplish this goal, I think, sets me apart from the rest. My second top priority is tax reform. Right now, Oklahoma is one of the only states in the nation that doesn't require combined reporting for corporations. This means that multi-state corporations can set up small subsidiary companies in other states and pass their profits through those companies so that they pay pennies on the dollar in income taxes, cheating Oklahoma out of any chance we could have had at a good, honest budget. What's worse, because of the current administration's priorities, we give huge tax breaks to those corporations, leaving the rest of us to pick up the slack. A great example of this is our court system, which is funded 83% by fines and fees placed on defendants. It's not surprising that this is unsustainable. Our government should not be treated like a pay-to-play iPhone app. If we had just the same tax system as literally anywhere else in the world, we would at least have enough money to not declare a budget failure in February like we had to do last year. So my next priority is to clean up our tax system and make sure that everybody pays their fair share. Finally, I want to focus on creating and incentivizing new industries to further boost the Oklahoma economy while changing our infrastructure for the better. This means bringing in more clean energy to replace the outdated fossil fuel industry, massive incentives on the wind, geothermal, and solar industries, and vocational training for those in the oil and natural gas industries whose jobs would be affected by these types of policies. It is not their fault that their industry is destroying the environment, but it's not our fault either. We need to be responsible as well as compassionate in our fight against climate change. The science is clear. It's time to take action. Again, evidence and reason is more important than tradition. So I'm asking for your support over the course of this election and for your vote this November. Together, we can bring this state into the 21st century, and we can update Oklahoma.